Good evening, everyone. Welcome along to our Legends F1 series. Tier 2 tonight from Monza, round 4 of our series, the Temple of Speed. And joining us tonight, I've got Ryan Green. Evening, Greenie.
Good evening, everyone. Chat, or wake up. We're going. We're on.
I think chat should be telling you to wake up, mate.
I'm very asleep. I tried to take a tactical nap before the race and left it way too late waking up. But we move nonetheless.
Yes. Bam, welcome. You are up. That's good. We're very excited. As you can see, some cars coming out now. Mate, putting their setups on. Ready to get in that first lap here at Monza.
Bowles, Suma, Alex, as well as Cam. That's the only people I can see in chat for now, so good evening on this very lovely Sunday afternoon here in Melbourne. I don't know what it's like everywhere else, but
Canberra was overcast today, but it's lined up now.
that's pretty standard.
Sun's
Canberra.
come out. Yeah. It looks like it's a very, very nice afternoon. But here we are anyway. Sitting here watching. We've got Ethan Sewell in here on his outlap.
Is it Lewin or Win? Is the L silent? That's the question.
That is a very good question, and I have no clue.
Yeah, neither. Alex, if they could do the whole stint without boxing, they would. I imagine the softs, almost the whole way, would be the way to go.
Yeah, you probably wear I'd say the left rear would get a good punishing here, though. That'd be the only one. I think,
Yeah.
certainly through the Parabolica and the two Lesmos.
Of course, tonight we got the sprint rounds here, so two 25% races, top 10 reverse grid for the second race, mandatory stop, and all the marbles.
Interestingly, tonight we have no McLarens on the grid, so no Dale Beveridge or Jason Hugh, which is surprising in itself. I'd say that both cars aren't going to be running.
Oh, that's the airborne line through the chicane. Truly a rare spectacle. That'll be an invalid lap there for Ethan.
Yeah, definitely. There's a nice train behind him though. I'm trying to use that slipstream.
Yeah, we might see a bit of teamwork tonight as well, with the cars coming out in twos, maybe trying to give each other a tow.
To be fair though, there aren't any pairs out there at the moment, from what I can see. No pairs right close to each other.
It's still early goings though.
Just focus on getting a banker in and go from there.
Yeah, we should see good bankers in the 20s range, and then as the track evos over the next 15 minutes, then they'll get nice and down into the 19s. So we go 20.4 fastest lap so far for Tom Malone, who is back this week after missing last week with a foot injury. So looks to be all repaired and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, had a very nice slipstream from Joel Barry in front, all the way up the back straight in the Parabolica and to the line.
That's Tom would be pretty happy with a 20.4 off the bat. If he doesn't, he will improve, I would say. But if he doesn't improve, that's a pretty rock solid time to start it off with. See Brian Tam go 20.5 as well.
Certainly, yeah.
Another thing to look at for this round is the curbs. Now I don't know who doesn't like Monza at Cody's, but they made these curbs out of Vaseline. It makes no sense why they are that slippery. So, safety car cam, likely. From even if you're out there on your own, I've seen hot laps with people just in the wall.
Yeah, I think we were saying last week that the Lesmo 2 here is the worst corner in OOR in both ACC and in F1 for cars spinning. So we might not see an actual safety car, but we might definitely see a virtual safety car, I'd say. Kev's putting his money in for cleanest Monza split ever.
There will be a safety car every week. I don't think there was a safety car last week in this split anymore, was there?
I can't remember.
I know there was for Tier 1.
Yeah.
Is there even a safety car at Bahrain? I'm not even sure.
No, I think there might have been a VSC for this tier. I can't remember if there was a full safety car or not.
Yeah, we don't count those.
No.
Yeah, so Ascari Chicane will claim at least 5 victims tonight, I would say, over the 2 races. It is one of the grimmest corners on this game in particular. Or those set of corners. You see Mohammed Irfan styling on him out of the extra Lesmo too.
Yeah, of course, last week we only had, we had 12 finishes, 7 DNFs last week in this split. Pole sitter was Jared Ellis, who ended up finishing last, fortunately. Sitting in P3 at the moment in that Alpine.
He started P1, Jared Ellis, didn't he?
Yep, started on pole. Finished 11th in the race, last of the finishes.
You hate to rehash it.
Yeah.
But it's grim. Yeah, you hate to see it.
So only 3 cars yet to set a lap yet. Ethan Sorlin's on his out lap. Lucius Lim is in the pits, and Mohammed Imam, he must be on a lap as well. I think that might be him coming around the Parabolica now to finish his lap off.
You see just a few cars just sitting in the pits, just, you know, still got 10 minutes left. Might as well let all the other people get that track bit in. Just go to the toilet, relax a bit, stick your feet up for another couple of minutes, and then head out. Still got another 2-3 runs in this time. And here we go. Start. Is that 2 Alpines I see right next to each other?
It is. I think it is. I think one of them might have stopped on track.
Ooh. Yeah, he's letting people through. I was gonna say, and here we go. Here comes the teamwork. The tow. I don't know off the top of my head how much a tow's worth here, but it'd have to be at least 3 or 4 tenths. At least. It's just so much suck zone. It's everywhere.
Oh, Mohammed Imam's DNF'd.
Oh no.
So he'll be guaranteed to start at the back here. It's unfortunate for him. He's obviously just lost the rear on exit of the Ascari chicane and hit that, what would be inside wall.
Yep. Ooh,
still a wheel on the track.
Just vibing. So, early Ascari death. There's 1. I think I've lowballed it with 5. Not done enough justice.
Yeah. Jiang, he goes fastest with 20.2. Just under 2 tenths between him and Tom Malone.
heater himself, by the looks of things. Looks to be pushing it fairly hard. Wish there was a good way to easily tell the delta.
Yeah. Nope.
This game wasn't made for the broadcast, but
no, but he is 3/10 down. Oh, 3/10 up on his best time.
What are you saying now?
You can tell that up the top where he's got his lap timer on the top right there. It'll come up when he goes through a sector.
I didn't see that. Good spot.
As long as he can keep valid here through Parabolica, he does. He's very tight on exit. And he goes just a little bit faster. Jiang.
And Ellis goes
comes and pips him. So a pole sitter from last week on provisional pole.
There we go.
The track. A nice toe.
I would say the track's still got another couple of tenths in it at least.
Yep.
I am pretty surprised we haven't seen any teamwork so far though. I really thought that was going to come out full-fledged this week, given the little suckage, but... I wonder if that wheel's still there. I'd love to know.
Yeah, we'll see now. It is. I feel like it's rolled down a little bit further too. Very much
good
in the
grief.
firing line. Interesting to see Travis Murdoch's out there on 5-lap old softs.
Just getting them nice and worn in. He's just doing his part, evoing the track. Not all heroes wear capes. Oh,
that's one way to take the game there.
That'll shake your feelings out. God, if you nail that second chicane, take the speed through, you're smiling all the way up here. It's could be one of the nicest chicanes.
Yeah, I had another DNF though, Norfolk Hammer. Crash, whether he's just decided, no, that'll do me. Nope. Tyre did not move.
Very interesting. F1 game would almost red flag itself for a tyre in the middle of the track. Let him race in quali though. Let him lap.
Martise here starting his lap.
Good work. 5 minutes left. Lim still hasn't worked his time. Pretty neat and tidy through that first bit.
Yep, not a whole lot of correction needed. Comes through. Yeah. Second chicane.
Looking pretty textbook right now. Really not a lot to talk about in terms of mistakes, just left, right, gas, fast lap. That's how it's done. I do want to say purple sector 2, but I think that might be a glitch.
I think it certainly is from what I've been told from previous weeks.
Bit wide there heading into the parabolic. We'll see how much that costs him, but otherwise it looks like a pretty good lap. Only P13. There you go. But otherwise it just looks very tidy.
surprised I've been picked up in chat yet for calling the Parabolica not by its new name, Curva Alboreto.
Is that I didn't even know it got renamed.
Yeah, it's been renamed in honour of the Italian legend, Michele Alboreto.
Who?
Still. Who? Yes.
Yeah,
That's a very
who?
good point.
I don't know.
Let me get
Chat
you
to
some
it.
stats whilst we're
Chat.
seeing these last few laps come around.
Chat, who's Michele Alboreto? Free Farmers Union iced coffee if you can tell us who Michele Alboreto is. Straight from Mel's bank account. Not from my bank account. No, I actually have no idea, Cam. I didn't even know it got renamed.
I know a bit more now after doing a bit of a YouTube.
Am I right? Surely this is glitched out. Surely Travis Murdoch's not just vibing on his
5 lap bold.
softs.
I think something's got to be wrong there because I swear he's done more than 5 laps on those softs. He started a lap.
No.
Who knows? By the way, I don't think we're going to see Aloysius Lim come out. Looks like he's resigned to 17th. Oh no, there we go. He's on his outlap now. As soon as I say that. He'll be cut up fine to get around. Decker's here, just 700ths down.
Mo, who is Michele Alboreto? No, I genuinely have no idea.
Daniel Wong goes provisional pole by 14 thousandths. Jared Ellis still watching Decker's here. Coming up to Curva Alboreto.
Oh.
This doesn't improve. Stays P7. Little Fam goes up 1 spot, P6. Oh, and we've got Brian Tanner's around. He's DNF'd himself.
Is that?
Has he? Wait.
Has he? That's not his
What is
tyre.
going on here?
That's
What is going on?
Was that tyre already there?
I feel like that tyre has just appeared in the barrier.
Huh. Is it still there? No, this other tyre's still there though. I've never ever seen that.
Here we go, Tom Malone here.
Here we go.
Got the suck.
Final flying lap. Will he improve? He does.
He goes pole.
19.9. Absolutely stonking lap. See, the next tyres is Theodore Pham on a hot lap. That's Williams taking the scenic route.
Very scenic route.
Beautiful lap there from Tom Malone. Diamonds are made under pressure. Final lap. Was down in P4. Had to get it done.
And I think that'll do us. I think Theodore Pham is he's content. And there we go. So Tom Malone gets pole. Just over a tenth of a second. That's a great lap. He's been performing really well of late in that Mercedes. There we go. Tom Malone on pole, 19.9. Daniel Wong will line up alongside him. Jared Ellis and Jia Heng, second row. Declan Hollingshed and Brian Tan on the third row. Theodore Pham, Mohammed Irfan, Mitchell Weston, Noful Hermer round out the top 10. Then all the way down there, Aloysius Lim and Mohammed Imam didn't settle up, so they'll start from the back of the grid. That was quite an intense quality session, wasn't it? Right.
Yeah, it was quite good. Not a few deaths. We only had the 2 DNFs. Sorry, 2. Were they both? We don't know where the other one was. Was it at Ascari? Did we see it? I don't recall seeing it.
No, I don't think we saw it, but there were quite a few cars who decided to call it within that last 2.5 minutes or so.
How that Red Bull? Yeah, the conditions do look gloomy. They don't look raining, but
I think
rain would be good.
Rain would be good.
I'd love to see a bit of rain.
Certainly mix it up a bit.
They wouldn't have to box either under if it's raining, which has been interesting. You just slap on the inters and call it a day. Well, provided it's into weather.
Yeah. Certainly be interesting to see if it was wet. See how many people decide to go with the interslick strategy.
Oh, you'd say it's almost everyone. Those inters get a bit of life out of them, I'd imagine. Not sure how many laps it is for a 25%, but
it's 13 laps, I believe.
13 laps. I believe the inters can last 36 on a 100%.
There you go.
36-ish, like up in that range.
Yep.
But they could probably go even longer if you do some good time management.
So back to Michele Alboreto, Ryan.
Yeah, well, there you go.
He entered 215 Formula One races, had 194 starts. He won. His first win was at the 1982 Caesars Palace Grand Prix, of all the places. The car park race.
We don't talk about that race. Yeah, right. See, I've only been watching F1 since last season, like early on last season.
Oh, I was not alive at all when Michele Alboreto was racing. Let's just say that much.
Yeah, right. So, considering you're older than me, I guess I was also not alive.
He had 5 championship wins, 5 fastest laps. Did actually drive for Ferrari too. Look at that.
Only 5 career wins.
Yep, 5 career wins.
Yeah, right.
Was also a class win at Le Mans in 1997. Overall win, I think, in 97.
God, that's on my bucket list of like sim racing events. Oh. Yeah, 7 seconds away.
Well, here we go.
You taking the start for this one?
Here we go. We got 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Camera away. Very tentative start from everyone. We go 3 wide. Oh no. Let's pull up. That side looks fairly clear. There's a little bump there from Tom Malone.
Ooh, and the 5-second penalty.
Cutting.
And 11 damage wing. We do have one addition. Kazani has rocked up to the race, and I did see him at the back immediately become the McLaren lawnmower. But we're good. We're away well, apart from that one little bump. Tom would be... He'd have to be upset with himself right now.
Filthy. How much damage he's got on that front.
Wing and the 5 seconds from P1. I just didn't see just didn't get the greatest jump off the start, and then just missed the brake, marking into the back, and then just way to start it off, but still a bit to go. I imagine he'll probably box this lap, get that wing change to have that penalty even, and then see what he can do from there. Although it does look like he stayed out. So wing damage.
He has boxed. He has
bad.
boxed.
Did he?
Yeah,
he did.
He has boxed.
He did box.
Stuck in along with Theodore Pham.
Oh, sorry, I saw Deccan's dot on the mini map.
I think I did see one medium tyre runner. It's all in, I think. Yeah, Aston Martin. So tyres here, yep.
Yeah, Tom Malone stopped for a very long time there. Said got that penalty done and the wing change. So got a bit of work to do to catch back up, that's for sure.
Interesting to see Joel Barry has gone for the hards. So it's an interesting call. And we've got Mood Kasani. He's having a misqualifying, having a bit of trouble here. Might not have got his set up on.
Maybe just not rhythm either.
Yep. Either way, he'll be in it for points now. Make sure McLaren don't run away with no points. And sitting 7th in constructors. And no points at Bahrain either. I hope he gets 12 points a year.
There we go, Jared Ellis on Daniel Wong, just straight down the DRS zone, easy as you like. Jared was started as reserve driver, I believe. Now looks to, not sure if he just snagged that seat permanently, but back-to-back races, he's showing good pace as well. And so the DRS train begins.
Is that 8 manufacturers in the top 8? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes.
Surely not. Wow.
Yeah, that's a grey, I think, from Daniel Wong. I think that's grey and then green underneath.
Yeah, Daniel Wong is AlphaTauri, Yang is Aston Martin. I was more looking at to make sure Mitchell Weston, I believe.
Williams, I believe. Fastest lap for Deckers. Line along. Has a look around the outside, just wasn't quite enough there. Stick close, might ever go into the second chicane, but looks a little bit too far back now. Not using any overtakes, so bide his time. Got a nice DRS zone coming up, no point doing anything too drastic. Yeah, interesting to see Joel Barry out there on the hard tyre. Don't know if didn't expect to see a hard tyre out today, but we'll see how the hards they travel.
Yep, so it's quite a solid DRS train all the way from. Oh, who's that?
That is.
Who's in the barrier?
With
lost his front wing. He's grabbing every which gear.
He has approximately no front wing. Tell you what, no drag down the straights.
Oh, what an absolute strat! That is an incredible strategy right there, Greenie. Mohamed Irfan gets the overtake. Brian Tan looked for it, just not quite close enough to Deckers there.
Ooh, that was a bit of front wing. I thought I saw go flying. Ooh, there's Theodore Pham.
He's DNF'd. And safety car.
Safety car's out. That'll be great for the early stoppers, I believe.
This will work out well, I think, for Jiang, maybe. Able to get in, change his tyres, get a new front wing on.
Yeah, right. I'm just trying to figure out. Tom Malone looks to be the highest of the people who have stopped. Say that all those, he's 31 seconds behind, so all of those people in front of him, 13 and up, they'll all
Probably get in,
they'll all
hit,
stop and get out by the time he gets around.
Yeah, but at least the field will be bunched up for him.
He is on the 2-lap older mediums, but you know, you should see everything car into the pits this lap.
Yeah, let's see how Jared Ellis's pit stop goes. Oh, you've got Mosh Risky. He has to go back out. Doesn't want to double stack behind his teammate Travis Murdoch.
He'll be banking on another safety car, I'd say. With the drive-through, can't even get that served under safety car either. So
no.
He should have taken his stop, in my opinion, because now he's going to have to stop again and then serve the drive-through.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a risky play. Oh yeah, we make those. Oh, that was a bad choice.
I've only just got that.
That was way funnier in my head. A risky play.
Oh dear. So Jared Ellis, his penalty, unfortunately had to drop down to P8 in the lead. Most of these drivers are all on mediums, which was the sort of strategy we thought.
What he's got that drive-through for? Maybe that was
speeding under safety car. Risky. Speeding under safety car.
There you go. That makes sense.
What a camera angle, that one. Up through the trees.
Bit of helicam action. Honestly, if they kept this camera for the whole lap, we'd be in business.
Yeah. That looked
Here
like
he goes.
that looked like overtaking the safety car if I'm completely honest. But anyway.
There we go, that'll drop him right to the back. And the drive-through, Yeah. That's grim.
Muhammad Imam stayed out. He hasn't stopped yet. Either. That'll drop him a fair way back. So he's going to be banking on that safety car.
I imagine we'll go green this lap.
Yeah, I think we'll be pretty close too. I think Gerald Chu, he's in an unfortunate spot there on softs. I believe he started on softs, so he's gonna have to box again anyway. Tom Malone's sitting. I'm not sure how are points paid out. Okay. How many spots get points?
Good question. I feel like that's something I should have known. We'll do the on the fly research. It says TBC on the website.
Whoa.
I know it's more than the top 10. That much I can say.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't know if it's all the way down to 20. I think it, from memory, it might be to 15. But still, yeah. I mean, obviously, one gets a whole heap of points still, and 15, wherever it goes down to, doesn't. So, I believe the ratios are still the same. There you go, safety car's in. He's gone right early there. he's going to be well under pressure, Mohammed Hamam. As they go side by side already, 3 wide in the midfield. Hamam holds the position. God, getting nice and tight through the turn 1 chicane. See a car from the gravel at the back. Still too wide through the curve of Rondo. Got a yellow flag at the back. I think that might be, I want to say Joel Barry.
Say hello to him, mate.
Barry buddies.
I think our timing board might be a bit broken too, once again.
They are racing well hard. We go Hamam picks up the position. I think that was, Tube. There we go, Tube DNF, so I was Tube stuck at the exit of the T1. Saw the win. Absolute slingshot out of the parabolica. Jumps both. Hamam, and he's owned the turn 1 curb, and he's cut the corner and ruined someone's day. Oh, we're seeing some. They're really going hammer and tong right now. Up the inside goes Mitchell Weston. It's Ellis and Weston just still going at it. Saw the win on it again. Still, these 3 are scrapping. Weston will have a run up on him. No DRS yet, forgot about that. Gosh, these 3 racing like championships on the line. Hard racing
here as well. Those softs should be able to get onto the end. The soft tyres. Get really good drive out of corners and grip through the curve Alvarado. Now we've got DRS.
He's juicing right now, saw the win. Going hammer and tong. I can explain that. God, what's the best way to explain hammer and tong? Kind of just means going hard, doesn't it?
Going all out, yeah.
Yeah, going all out. I don't even know what hammer and tong have to do with each other. It's probably an old thing. But, we've shown my history knowledge isn't good already once today. Yellow flag, that looks like a Mercedes around.
It is, I think it might be Tom Malone.
Tom Malone having a race from hell.
Oh, he's going to have to box again for a new front wing. Another one.
There we go, left side end plate is just completely gone. He might stick it out at this stage. 3 laps to go. The 12-second gap to Rizky. That is true, bowlers. He could box the fastest lap. That'd be a good idea. Ooh, Mohammed Haman, 5-second penalty, is feeding in pit lane. As we see the losers and gainers.
Yep. Losers and gainers, or movers and shakers, whatever you want to call it. Tom Malone down 15, obviously. Mohammed Irfan up 5. Murdoch up 6, along with Steve Martez and Lucius Lim and Mood Kusani. Kusani? And Jiaheng down 6 spots as well. So it's Daniel Wong holding on to that P1 at the moment, up one spot, started on the front row. Just been driving a very nice, smooth, consistent race. Yeah.
Still 2 laps to go, and Dex looks to be on a good charge here. He's juicing a bit, only got the 30% battery. This track isn't great for DRS or ERS, even recovery. With the DRS zones, you'd want to definitely keep in it. These 4 are going to get real tight over the last 2 laps here. As we see, there we go, Eng goes fastest as Deckers goes down the inside. It's all happening at once. And he got him. Irfan back down into P4. Tom Malone just... Oh, Risky's out as well. Risky's on the DNF.
What is it? It's reverse top 10. So for race 2, so Jiang at the moment sitting in that 10th position.
Yeah, Wong only
Although with penalties, you're going to jump up a fair bit. Steve Martise might be in that prime position. Over Noffelhermer.
Eng even himself's going to pick up quite a few positions with penalties. Interesting to note that Wong only had 12% battery. I last looked at it, and Brian Tan is right under his gearbox.
This is
He's
the
going
run.
to get the position. He was dynasty harvesting that whole way down the straight. That's not what you want, but he's still got another DRS zone. Just needs to hang with him.
Doesn't quite get the drive out of that first chicane. He's going to use all of his juice though. Stick with him.
He is juice. He's going to want to be. He's going to need a good chicane here. And Lesmo 1 and 2. Could be in.
I think he's actually going to be. Yeah, he's going to be at risk here of losing 2 spots in a lap. Deckers will try and stick with him with DRS.
It's supposed to be wide there, Deckers. Teams have got Lesmo 2 pretty good. Irfan only with juicing with 12%. Decker's not juicing at all. Tan can hold the position here.
It's going to get super defensive. Tries to break the toe, just moves the once.
Gonna be close enough.
No, I don't think he is. Not without the juice.
Everyone's drank it all. No more juice.
Use it all. So it's going to be Brian Tan. Holds on. Wong in P2. Hollingshed P3. Irfan P4. Jared Ellis P5. Murdoch P6. Weston P7. Eng goes P8. Steve Martise finishes P9. It's all in, dropping down. Aloysius Lim finishes P10. So he'll be on pole for race 2.
And he didn't set a lap in quali. He has done the last to first challenge. Bang. It is a roundabout way of doing it, but Aloysius Lim last to first. You love to see it. That goes straight on your TikTok.
There we go, Tom Malone comes home. Last across the line, but finishes P15. It's race 1, Brian Tan with driver of the day. Fair enough. Great performance by him.
I see some great battling that race.
Absolutely was.
And we're only halfway done.
There you go, there's the podium. Brian Tan, Daniel Wong, Declan Hollingshed on the podium. Hamid Irfan started P8 up to P4. Jared Ellis, Travis Murdoch, Mitchell Weston, Jiang, Noffelhermer, and Aloysius Lim will be our top 10. Lim on the podium. Oh, sorry, Lynn will take pole position for the next race. Steve Martise, Ethan Saw Lim, Joel Barry, Mood Kasani, Tom Malone and Muhammad Imam round out our finishers. Maurice Risky, Gerald Chu, and Theodore Pham, the unfortunate DNFs there.
I'm alone with the fastest lap as well, so picks up another couple of points. We don't do it in OOR, that the only top 10 gets the fastest lap point. So Tom would be happy to pick those points up. It's a bit of a silver lining to a somewhat grim race. Yes, it is sprint, Jeremy. So it's good. It's good to find that one out mere minutes before your race. All right, we will be back very shortly, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. Let's get the grid sorted for the next race, and then be straight back into it.
All I ever wanted was you, but you left me alone inside these empty, broken walls. And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know that you left me alone inside this empty, broken hall. And now you'll be the reason why my soul is tainted. Somebody help me, 'cause I'm feeling trapped and I don't know
Alrighty, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Ready for our reverse grid race here. Reverse top 10.
Did you obtain a drink while you were gone?
I did manage to obtain a drink. Did you obtain something with caffeine in it to wake yourself up?
I didn't.
No?
I was on the hunt for the mother. But we came up dry.
It's unfortunate. Beautiful day for
I
race
won't say
2.
that. I had my fingers and toes crossed for rain, but I haven't commentated a rain race yet. So I just want to.
Oh. Chances are, because obviously Bender will be racing in our next race. Chances are,
It will rain.
We will see rain.
I assume you mean commentating the next race.
Commentating, yes, commentating the next race. You are right.
Although Bender commentating and racing simultaneously would be something to behold.
That would be absolutely.
Mol, can we get on that? Just like an in-car interview mid-race.
Yeah,
That's
just
how
like they do with team principals. Or a Brocky-esque sort of interaction.
Just make sure you get in when you're side by side with someone and be like, so how's your race going?
Yeah.
I would stick my hand up for that.
Just jump in whilst he's mauling.
And just struggling enough. Ow. And they tap the main man, Bender. Did he race actually this evening with his hand? That's a good question. Bit of a tier 3 merchant, that Bender. I think so. Oh, what a champion.
Well,
Looks
he
like
was ticked in. He did say he was attending.
Saw his hand. It looks like he got shot in the hand. Like, good on him for racing if he can. But damn, that looked grim. Couldn't be me, especially like I was like right on what do you call it? Like the hard part of your palm, the where your
The
thumb
heel
is.
of your palm. Heel of
The
your
heel
palm.
of your palm. Yeah, it was like right on there, right where you hold the wheel. Yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but looks like it's shot. Ooh, lobby restart in tier 3, no good.
That'd be why JC was moulding.
That will be why. That makes sense. So, judging by that, then I'll stick around for a bit longer. Might even do tier 1 quali if they're going to be a bit behind.
You've got this race start, Greenie.
I do. The old masters of code. And we're on the grid. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Menu screen. Driving. And we're away. Looks like a great start from Lim there. Hermod just falls back a bit. Is under pressure from Eng. 3 wide up at the front immediately. Hot Deckers dives down the middle past the seas. Yellow flag, but we keep moving. All, for the most part, look like they've got through pretty fine. I would imagine someone's lost a bit of wing, but guess we'll see. Here we go, Deckers on Ellis now. Just doesn't have a whole lot of room there. Tyres still nice and cold.
A few cars off there. Second chicane.
What chicane for Travis Murdoch. Does manage to keep the position. Yellow flag. Sector 2 still moving. No big offs.
That's Gerald Chew that just brought up the yellow flag. Just dropped back a little bit.
Weston really putting a hammer under the pump right here as Lim just sails away. Already a 1.6 second gap. Yeah, even with no DRS, Weston right in the suck zone. Oh no, Tom Malone.
Oh, it's happened once again.
Pack your bags, Tom Malone.
24-0 standing lap for Lucius Lim. That's pretty quick for a standing lap.
Now we got Weston and Hermer. Has a look around the outside, just didn't quite have the run around the outside as he gets turned, and there's a bit of a car
There
park
is a
here.
bit of carnage.
That is
Mariante del Refilio.
That is Let It Rip Beyblade. Wow, that was going to be a good joke until the stutter. But you win some, you lose some. Red Bull around, Brian Tan, or Joel Barry, or Brian Tan.
It's all going on. What is going on?
Wong's off.
Is there some
Safety
desync?
car, thank God.
Is there some
Safety
desync?
car. Who
Something
knows?
wrong with the lobby?
Oh my. Barry, not at the safety car.
What has happened?
Are they still racing? This looks like they're still racing.
It does.
Yeah, he's in 8th. I don't know. Oh, that looks pretty slow through Scary, so I have no idea what is going on here.
It's very confusing. Oh,
This is... Yeah, what a chaotic start. Lobby is fine. Okay. That was a wild second lap.
what is going on? I am
They are all in
very,
the
very confused.
I would not be surprised if half the grid needs a wing change here.
True. Tom Malone here might actually get a fair bit of a win.
Has he stopped? Did he stop
And it
earlier?
is. Well, he did. He's got a front wing now.
Oh, he has stopped. He won't get ahead of the group, but he'll get back up on him at least. I mean, it's a bit of a blessing. In some sense, he might actually. He will jump a couple of positions here. There we go. That's free. Many. Yes, Cam. Suck zone, being the DRS zone.
Has he just overtaken Kastani there? Oh, I'm so confused.
It certainly looks like it. That's just what codes do.
That is just Cody's thing, isn't
Just
it?
leaving his mark on the race.
Oh dear.
Oh no, I'll decide when I can overtake. Thank you very much.
Oh my. So we only had 2 DNFs in all that. Brian Tan and Ethan Sorlin.
He was ahead at the pit exit line. That was very cheeky then. There you go. So I didn't even know that. That takes some good game knowledge. Ooh, as we see Lim and Murdoch on the hards.
That's some ballsy calls because I guess it was free tyre choice at the start of this race.
Cameron, just for you, we looked up the Google meaning of hammer and tongs. Obviously, Google's never been wrong ever. Energetically, enthusiastically, or with great... God, should have dropped out of English. Vehement, I don't know, I'm not even going to try. Vehemence? Vehemence? Yes. No, I knew what it meant. Listen, I said go all out to, like, you know, go hard at something. Australian slang. No, but listen. You made me second guess myself. Wait hards. Yeah, it's a bit like that, Smithy. But we'll see. Maybe it's the secret. Maybe it's the Kuno strat. Hammer and tong is a blacksmith thing. It was back in the day. It meant... I also googled that. It's also a beer. Hammer and tongs is a beer. It doesn't look like a very good beer. It kind of looks like a rivet, truth be told. But just ask Jeeves. Yeah, I might just ask. I might just next time I'm just gonna forget it. All right, safety
You
car.
just you dug yourself a massive hole
Yeah.
there, Greenie. I had to mute myself because I was laughing so very hard at you. Trying to dig yourself out of that hole.
I'd make a great follow.
Oh dear.
All right, Lim with the OP hard tyre strat. Look to set to get him away. Will we hold longer than we did last time? God, I hope so. And we're going. That was a great reaction from Mitchell Weston. Didn't overtake him before the start-finish line. 3 wide down the straights. Now, God, that was very cheeky from Mitchell Weston. And then Eng himself got an even better launch from P3. Absolutely slingshots himself. Lim, yikes. Aloysius Lim.
There you go. I think you're just about right there on the pronunciation.
But have a look at Eng. Oh, there's a bit of
down.
a sideways Alpine. Oh, don't drive. Stop driving against the traffic. Oh, Ferrari lawnmower.
Aloysius Lim is...
Aloysius, this is from bad to worse for Aloysius Lim here. Poor Lim. Here we go, Tom Malone, however, up into P9. Around the outside of Joel Barry. Joel Barry.
As you do, Tom Malone.
That is a great move. That's not... You don't generally see him around the outside there. Oh, that door was open an inch and he just sucked his tummy in and slipped straight through that gap. As we see a less exciting but more impactful DRS move on not even DRS on Steve Martis. Ellis up to P4.
Jiang and Mitchell Weston have just gapped this pack behind. There's not a lot of space being left there. It's
his elbow's out there, Steve Martis.
It was a bit of a Charles Leclerc squeezing Lewis Hamilton 2019 Monza special right there.
There we love the preach we love with the very obscure references. Good. And yeah, as you say, Mitchell Weston and Eng. I'm not going to try to pronounce his first name on stream. Just away they go.
I think people called... Is that Momo? Jia Eng? I can't remember. Anyway.
Tom Malone up to P7 now. He's on a charge right now.
And he has the absolute suck right here on Daniel Wong.
Up 12 spots, jeez. Absolutely flying. Looking good here. Still got half a tank of juice. Don't know. Ooh, as we see Kasani and Hammam, I think that was around, stopped.
Yeah, it might have just been Kasani who was stopped and Hammam was going for a move on risky. It's PH fat. It's a very basic meme there, Cam Farmer.
Up 12 spots and still looking in a great spot to pick up more.
That joke went right over your head, didn't it, Greenie?
PH fat, yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah. PH fat, very basic.
It still doesn't make any sense.
Never mind. Wait and see if Cam's time he gets it.
PH fat. Don't do this to me on stream. I don't know what this means. It doesn't make any sense. It's like a chemistry joke. Is it like?
Yeah, a little bit.
It is a chemistry. Okay. PH.
Kev. He's a
Like
basic
hammer.
wash tongue hammer.
Oh, have fun. As we should actually commentate the race.
Yeah.
Take the chicane. Good grief. Tom Malone P6. Actually, make that P5. Oh.
He's going to get squeezed here. Oh.
Tom Dennis cursed. It didn't happen. Gets through this time. I'm basic washed Tom. Okay, Kevin. I'm basic washed hammer. I'm not sure either of those work, but you do you, boo. Ellis he's back on the back of Weston. Weston must have just made a mistake somewhere. He's dropped 3 seconds. Ooh.
Oh, Mitch Weston has turned around.
There's the time that he's lost. That's what I was talking about. Said he lost time. Oh, that's a brown flag.
For Lucius Lynn.
Good grief.
Tom Malone from 19th on the grid at one stage is now up to 3rd.
I would love to see an actual last to first here. Double last to firsts.
What a commanding drive at the moment. Jang, it's all going on here.
Oh, fuck. Race 2's... Oh, race 2's got a bit to offer, that's for sure. See, Deck is trying to go around the outside. Yeah. Oh,
just drives.
Got a bit of curb there, Hammer, and Decker said, oh, see you later.
That's great.
He didn't need to be asked twice.
Yeah, Tom Malone he's charging at the moment.
He is quite literally charging through the wheel, but also charging his battery. I noticed there on the straight. Wait, isn't he pronounced Aloysius? Hey? No. We're going with Aloysius because it sounds better. Aloysius. Aloysius? Is that what you mean? I don't know. Can be freaking me out, man. Ooh, that looks like a Red Bull. May have had an Ascari death. No, it's Stu.
In the Williams.
In the Williams. You've made my night, Ryan. Yeah, that's fair enough. Could make it even better. Yeah, Tom Malone just,
It's not after 8 o'clock yet, Greenie. Relax.
He's on the... Both Wong and Malone just on the recharge. But Eng, started P4 up 2 spots in P1, 6 seconds ahead of Ellis now. He is running.
I certainly think that Tom Malone might have used up his soft tyres now. See that DRS working really well for Daniel Wong.
As we see, Kasani around at his favourite corner. I think that's the 2nd or 3rd time he's gone off there. As Deckers is absolutely inside of his gearbox. He could smell Joel Barry's deodorant. Reports in, he's wearing Rexona. Not sponsored, other brands are available.
I would have thought Lynx Africa would have been his choice. Or at least his mum's choice. Anyway.
As he gets dusted as we talk about his deodorant brands. Decker's just had the free DRS. Now, I think he just got caught up a bit earlier. Decker's now back to breaking even with his starting position. So it says even and 1. Not sure what that means, but yeah, win some, you lose some. Not Kunos. This is not the right game. It'd be a good game if it's made by Kunos.
It'd be an even better game
Malone
if it's
just-
made by Rifle Studios, wouldn't it? Can. Goes up straight in here and go, oh my god, I love them.
Good defense there by Tom Malone. So much. Just
Oh,
this is quite the based stream. As the kids would say.
Here we go, Daniel
Wong.
Wong on Tom Malone.
Again. The old DRS harvest. Oh, bit of a boot. Tom Malone loves a boot.
And as he caused Daniel Wong to get a 5-second penalty. Is that what he's done?
Again, actually just tricked on. That's a big brain stroke. Boop your teammate. Boop your opponent. 5-second penalty.
Oh.
Codemasters takes no prisoners. Oh god, this race has got it all. Yep. Mitchy West on chasing down some Murdoch. Yellow flags up to 2. Don't know why.
Gerald Chew.
Oop. Oop. Barry on Hermer. Got it done before the turning point. Hermer
gets a
3-second
penalty.
penalty. Interesting. Don't know what happened there. They were driving in a straight line. Wheel banging maybe? Who knows? Oh, he's going to look up the inside. Just isn't there. Really would have had to be brave on the brakes there.
He's going to use all the juice here.
All 8% of it. As we head on to the final lap of the race. Mitch Weston in the sandpit. Build us a castle.
Oh, he just had a
just
10-second
5 second
penalty for exceeding track limits, and then gets
And
a
then a
5-second penalty. Oh no.
They call him a collector.
Oh dear.
Tom Malone, 6 cents back on Wong. Gonna want to get close up.
Mitch Weston has officially rage quit. That's what's happened there.
Aloysius Lim as well. I think he just, unless my eyes deceived me, picked up the position.
I think you're right, I think you did.
Tom Malone right on the back now, up the inside, up into the podium position. That was a good move.
By the way,
This is one more corner.
This is the last lap. Jia Ang here. Gonna come away with the win.
Oh, you'd hate to put it in the wall here. Oh,
Oh, very,
that made me
really
nervous.
jealous. Comes across P2.
Tom Malone.
Tom Malone holds on.
16 spots. Tom Malone. Take your hat off and take a bow. Great work there. Martis, Wong, Hollingshead, Hermer with his pen. We'll see where that puts him. Barry, Aloysius. There we go. Jumps Irfan.
And has Gerald Chew DNF'd on the last lap?
He has.
Oh dear. So unfortunate for him.
And Mitch Weston absolutely got it, down 12 spots with the DNF as well.
And that'll do us for Tier 2.
Grief, that race left me out of breath.
I mean, it started very, very bizarrely. I don't know what happened. Tom Malone, driver of the day for race 2. Fair
Zing
enough,
on.
up 16 spots.
Zing on, Tom Malone.
Zing on, Tom Malone.
We move. Well, did start P1 in race 1, but if there's anything we can take away, he get driver of the day. Does he get extra points for that? No. But he gets bragging rights. And that in life, that's all that matters.
Oh, can't farm of that race. Damn, at first I was dusted, but then I was washed. Gia Eng comes home P1. Jared Ellis, Tom Malone round at the podium. Steve Martise, Daniel Wong, Declan Hollingshed, Joel Barry, Aloysius Lim, and Mohamed Irfan and Travis Murdoch round up the top 10. Noffel Herma, Hammam, Kasani, Fam, Risky are our finishers. Mitch Weston, Gerald Chew, Brian Tan, and Saul Lewin are the unfortunate DNFs. Theodore Pham, though, takes home fastest lap as well with 21.6. Secret positions, Tom Malone obviously up those 16 spots. Steve Martise up 7. Great
Oh
performance.
god, look at that penalty screen. That was full.
Lots of
The
warnings.
boys. Hey. Oh, good job. We love that.
Quite a few pit stops there.
Well, those were some exciting races.
Yes, they were. We do have Tier 1 coming up next.
On a
Could be
completely
another spicy race, I would say. Yes, Ryan?
unrelated topic, you can buy a 30 pack of Hammer and Tongs Draft for $33.
Is that the Vietnamese beer? Is that what it is?
Uh,
I think that's what I saw when I was having a quick look.
Origin Vietnam. It is
Wow.
Hammer and Tongs Draft. 4% alcohol.
I'll be right, thanks. I will go and sit and have my go and crack open a Ben Spoke crankshaft. Either way.
You struck me as a triple X type of guy. Triple X? 4X.
Oi! No, yes.
4X.
4X if I had...
you into the triple X? No, I'm not gonna stop now.
Just...
Hey.
Chat, we're gonna leave it there. Thank you, Ryan Green. You might be back for Tier 1. We'll
It's getting hot in here.
All right, we're back, and we have someone to join us in the commentary box. JC, welcome.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Tom. Thank you. Yes, very glad to be in here as opposed to on track at the moment. I heard there was a little bit of degeneracy in the tier 2.
It was they partook in some tomfoolery.
A little bit of tomfoolery.
A lot of tomfoolery.
I'm glad to hear it. At least they got to participate in a race, so that's good. Here we are at tier 1. Looks like dry weather for qualifying. Not too shabby. It's never fun to watch people go around in the wet when you know they've got much more pace. I think dry qualifying is where it's at. I don't mind a bit of race wetness though, so we'll keep our fingers crossed for that one. We'll see Connor Kingston fly out of it. He's out the blocks. Look at him go.
He loves the sneaky burst out of the pits. Oh, sprint season. You'd be grid box hunting.
Tomfoolery. I've read chat. Cam, welcome. Welcome to me. I've scrolled up and I've read what's going on in chat there. So you're in very good form tonight, Cam Farmer. Very nice to hear from you, mate.
Hammer and tomfoolery. There we go. What?
AV Hammer and Tomfoolery?
No, it's Cam's team name for next season. It's the Hammer and Tomfoolery.
So of note tonight, Hong Yi Wang is lining up for his 14 as many weeks.
Jamai. That's exactly how it's pronounced. Did we see any tow in qualifying for tier 2? So obviously in the real race, there's a lot of car park up towards the last corner. And did that happen in tier 2 where everyone sort of didn't want to be the first one out? Did we see any teammates helping each other out with a tow? Was there any sort of strategy going on in tier 2? Because I reckon we'll see that here in tier 1. I reckon the 2 AlphaTauri cars, for example, probably give each other a bit of a tow. That happened in tier 2?
We hardly saw any teamwork in tier 2 in qualifying.
And there was most certainly tow. Like people were getting towed along by, there was no teamwork tow, but they were making sure they were nice and close, the car ahead. I don't know if you can speak on behalf of how much time it's worth, JC, but my estimation's could be half a second.
Yeah, half a second would be pretty close, 100%. Pretty strong, especially if you get it right. Mitch Weatherburn on board. Welcome back to him, by the way. I don't think he raced last week, or it might be the week before. I might be getting my times wrong, but good to see him on track.
He did race next week. He finished P11.
Down in the 5th through Lesmo 1, and a little flick into 4th through Lesmo 2 before getting back up to 5th, so it's interesting.
Do we see an Alpine in the wall already? Unless that's a Williams. But he's just vibing. That is
absolutely.
He is just chilling.
Did I see an Alex Bone name across the top? Sure.
Ooh, Connor Kingston
coming in quickly.
20 flat on the banker. 19.9 for Smithy.
Yeah, not much faster than Connor though, so it's a good time from Connor, isn't it?
That is already quicker than Tier 2's pole lap, I think. That 19.9.
This is Alex just calling back to the pits after his little escapade. Yeah, nicely done. Diabol's in his Haas. He absolutely loves this car, Diabol's. He loves the Haas.
How can you love?
No, he doesn't. I'm being facetious. He really despises the car.
Oh, does he? Oh, I had no idea.
He doesn't like it, which is fair enough. I don't think all cars are actually equal when it comes to equal performance. I think there's a couple of little distinct differences. Something to do with the wheelbase, how long it is. He thinks that the Haas is a little bit oversteery, so he doesn't like it. It's also not the prettiest car out there, let's be honest. It's got nothing on this McLaren. That is a beautiful livery.
Hot take. I don't like the papaya.
Right, okay.
there's something about it. I don't know, it's just a weird colour. However, I'm an Alpine enjoyer. I think that's the best of the car. Actually, I think the Alfa Romeo is the best of the car.
Oh, okay. No, we're
I
going to agree with this.
love the look of the Alfa Romeo.
I'm absolutely Alpha Tauri.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
with you,
rims.
Tom. Yep.
Oh,
It's not a car.
Me too. Alpha Tauri, definitely my favourite. That's why I love getting in it. And I like the sound of the Honda engine too, so it's just a little bit for me. And Pierre Gasly's the most handsome man on the grid, so I get to sit in his chair. So yeah, I'm all about that Alpha Tauri.
Your hot take is bad and you should feel bad.
Wow,
Fair
Pip
play.
just comes in and goes
Says
bang,
that.
whack. Got that.
Isn't that a hot take? I feel like everyone likes the McLaren car.
Yeah, that's the point. So your hot take is bad because you don't like the McLaren.
Oh, I understand. I think
So
that the take
she's
itself was bad. Like, as in,
telling
like,
you, she's telling you to get stuff. McLaren's lovely, and I agree.
as in it wasn't like a hot take. It was like a lukewarm take.
It's definitely Alpine.
Alpine? No, it's Alpine.
It's Alpine.
I remember. It's not Alpine. It's Alpine. It's French. Very exotic.
So Alex has 12 minutes to go. He hasn't posted a lap yet. Obviously, he's the one that we saw in the wall. Lucky not DNF there and start from the back of the field. He'll be coming around now to start his first lap. I don't know if we'll stay on board with him, but he's a very fast boy, so he will show us the best line through most of the corners at least. Unless, of course, I jinx him straight off the track and he does the same thing he did last time. Down to 5th through here, nice and tight, get a good run on the gas, nice and early. And he'll be in 8th gear before he crosses the line and all the way up to turn 1, which of course is a pillar of death for those who have raced here before. Turn 1 at Monza as well, feared. Stays in 3rd and all the way through. That's very interesting. Go down to 1st there. I'm probably not doing it right. That's good.
is that why you're in Tier 1?
That's why I'm not in Tier 1.
Yep, that's what I meant.
I believe you'll see a lot of drivers stick it in 3rd gear, going through the chicane, just too low of a gear, just too much torque, spins off the rears, can't get a good drive over the corner. These cars are pretty good on the low revs, so pretty handy to utilise that. Bones looks pretty clean through Lesmos 1 and 2 here, heading up into the Ascari chicane. Just slings it in, left, right, left.
Yeah, nice through there.
Just come off the curb a little bit on the right hand of the middle part, but relatively clean.
We're looking at a very low 120 here, I think. There's been a couple of little squiggly bits, but it's a good lap.
Yeah, just straddle the line on exit.
120.131.
132.
No, 322.
Oh no, 3.
Not bad, not
There's
bad.
not a 1 there.
Smitty's up. Smitty's already got the fastest time on the table, but he is a little under a tenth up on his original best, so he'll be improving if he keeps it together. Tell you who I think is a little bit out of place is our man Hong Yi Huang down there in P18 at the moment. He'll be looking to improve. But yeah, Smitty I think needs a really good result here. He's down in 3rd in the championship, which is not where he's usually, not where he expects to be, that's for sure. Ogold overtook him with his race win last week.
Yeah, just if he didn't pick up that penalty, late in the race, he would have held on to the position. Maybe would have held on to the position if he served the penalty in the pit stop. I'm not sure if that was under safety car or not, so he might not have had the chance, but who knows?
He goes fastest again. He does improve by half a second if you don't
Inchy
mind.
lap, Jesus!
Bang! So he
That's a
has
statement and a half.
stamped his authority. Absolute statement. Well said.
That's
We watched Connor's lap before and we said it was a good time. It's held up pretty well considering the rest of the field has done a lap or two now.
as you
Alex
say that.
Bowen.
Alex-
Yeah, nice one.
Jinx it.
So he
Held
went
it.
for the second hot lap. I don't think he's pitted. He definitely hasn't pitted and come back out on fresh tyres. So he has posted the second fastest time, but he's on tyres that have now done 2 extra laps, especially on Smithies. So well said in chat, Dan Farmer. He called Bowen top 3. Looking good for that now.
He is looking great for that, as we see
Jaden Shear
Shane.
also goes quicker. Yep.
So you're going to see quite a few in the 19, so we've got 8 minutes of track even left to go. Don't know how much it'll gain with such a lack of corners, but it'll gain something, that's for sure.
Hong Yi, there he is. We called it. He wasn't waiting down there in P18 for much longer, and he puts himself in P2.
Here we go, Zach James up 3/10 so far. That'll put him well into the 19s now. See how much he will or will not lose.
He'll want more than that. He'll be going for one more lap, or maybe even two. He'll be looking for 19.6, I reckon, is what he'll be looking for. So this isn't quite it for him, but nothing to sneeze at. Getting into the 19s, yep.
19.8. So basically, as you've said, that 19.972 from Connie Kingston was going to hold up well. He's dropped about 5 positions,
And
6
that's
positions.
what I do.
So thanks for that.
It's because he's washed. That's why.
Oh
Based
dear,
and
we're
also
starting again.
washed.
Starting again on this.
I didn't get all my washes out. I only just got here, so he's definitely dusted. As
How
Cam
would you
Farmer
say
would put it.
Would you say he's based?
No, that's not a base lap. Not at all.
That's not a base lap.
He's got more work to do. Dimitri Forrester,
Zach's-
my man. Aspect. I root for this bloke every week. He's in the best car and he's got the best name. How's he looking at the moment? Coming around the last corner in pretty good line. I would love to see him jump up. Wow! Bang! Woo!
You guys need an adult. No.
Yeah, I don't know any. There's certainly none in chat.
Cam Farmer saying in volunteer as tribute. Yeah, that is, yes,
You
wait.
don't qualify, Cam Farmer. Not in your current state. Adley, are you getting back in, mate? Are you going to sign up as a reserve and jump back in? We've missed you, mate. I would very much like to see your wheels on the tarmac before the end of the season, if not next season. I think your uni's finished, hasn't it? So, sign up, mate. We've
Now-
missed you.
Is it tarmac or bitumen? What's the difference?
It's a great question. That's one for probably Bender or, I don't know, Cam, get on Google. That's a great question. What the hell is the difference between tarmac and bitumen? I think bitumen makes up tarmac. No, well, concrete's completely different. They're made of completely different stuff. So bitumen
Are they?
and
Okay.
bitumen and tarmac are made from asphalt, whereas concrete is concrete. It's made from
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I've got it. Tarmac, short for macadam, is made when a layer of crushed stone or aggregate is coated and mixed with tar. Asphalt, on the other hand, is a more modern variation, which the tar is replaced by bitumen, which is a byproduct of petroleum distillation.
Yeah, there you go. So tarmac is the road. Tarmac is the end product, whereas bitumen and asphalt, well, asphalt makes up bitumen, so they're basically ingredients of tarmac.
No.
So, no?
No, bitumen and tar is the variable.
Right, whereas tarmac is the finished product, is it not?
Tarmac,
Yeah.
do you mean tarmac? How do you pronounce it?
Tarmacadam.
That's, I'm only calling it tarmacadam from now on.
Tarmac is,
Tarmacadam.
right.
You really fling it out of your mouth as well. Tarmacadam.
So
You know what?
tarmac and
I sound
asphalt
like it.
are
I
different.
sound like it.
Tarmac and asphalt are different. It's the same idea. Asphalt just uses bitumen instead of tar to bind the crushed rock.
French language on the stream.
Asterisks improved, but didn't manage to find an extra 1,000th of a second to crack the top 10. So, unlucky for you, mate. He is literally 1,000th of a second behind Jeremy.
Now, can Zach Smith improve on that lap, or is that a world record? Because
No,
that's
it's
a
not a world
bloody. It's not a world record. I know
He can
that much.
improve. He's
But it's a
done.
bloody quick lap.
He'll get another 10th or two out of that. If he gets his PB from this week at least, he's got another.
10th?
He's got another couple of tenths in him for sure.
Where?
I don't know. He's an alien. I don't know where the top is. No, I don't know.
The oil's oiling better today or something. I don't know.
I'll tell you who will want to improve is Ogol. Down there with his 19.897 in P7. He will definitely want another 10th or two. His PB is a little bit better than that, but you can see how quick the drivers are in this tier. Ogold's not slow by any means, and he's got, P7 in the book at the moment. So, such a stacked tier, such quality drivers. Really impressive stuff. Love that Dimitri's up there in front of Hong Yi. I'd love to see him keep that, but Hong Yi will be pushing in his Haas.
A 19.9, which was as quick as the pole lap for Tier 2, only good enough for P9 so far, and there's more times to come.
Oh, speaking of Tier 2, how did Tom Malone go? Hang on. Don't mind that. With a bloody Alpine off on the side of the road there. Who's that? It's Bowen again at the same corner. He's having trouble with Ascari.
Park firm, Bowen.
I don't know if that's his out lap or his in lap or what he's doing there, but that's unfortunate. He hasn't DNF, so he's going into the wall with his bum first, which is not going to cause any damage, but just can't get it right through Ascari. He's staying out. He's going again. So that must have been his out lap. Goodness gracious.
Warming up the rears.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but tell me how Tom Malone went Tier 2.
Race 1, he was good at washed.
He did
Race 2, though.
Did a lot of booping on the boot.
Did he really?
He did a lot of booping.
He's a naughty boy.
He is a
race 2,
very naughty boy.
19th to 3rd.
19th to 3rd in race 2. Well, we won't be too... That's a great question. That's a great question, Neil. I don't know the answer. Who started Wash? What is Wash ready to come?
I don't want to claim all the glory, but I think it was me. I've been saying Wash for a while now, before I joined OOR.
But why? Okay, if it's you, right? If it's you, you're able to tell us what the bloody origin is. Why would you call someone washed up?
And if you call someone washed up, like if you call someone washed up, you just shortened it to you're washed, like you're washed up.
Okay, all right. That sort of makes sense, but I still think it's a little bit zoomer.
Like it came from my basketball team, I believe.
Right.
Like we would just say like, yeah, basically, if like you're just having like a particularly bad game, just you're washed.
Yeah. I try and get in the vocabulary of these zoomers, Neil. That's all I'm about, and I guess that's what's cool and whatnot. So I just carry on. Yep.
Did Dimitri improve, or was that lap always there? Because that's a good lap.
That lap was always there. But I tell you who wasn't up in 3rd place is Ogol. Bang! He's gone 19.7. So he has improved. I think 19.7 is around about his PB, so he's just bang on the limit. Shows you how quick Smithy is, though. He's still 3 tenths up. Gold at least.
Looks like the last across the line was one of the Astons. It would be Weatherburn, considering Murray's out, so he'll be the last one to cross the line for his final hot lap.
Seeing yellows in a couple of cases, and not a lot of cars letting other cars through. I don't know if someone's binned it around there in sector 2, that Red Bull.
There's a lot of yellows.
Yeah, there's yellows everywhere. Usually you can tell what's going on, but as I said, that Red Bull was by himself. He is crawling around that Red Bull in sector 2, so I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's out of fuel. Maybe he's on his in-lap and he's totally out of fuel.
His fuel's flashing, so I'd say you're on the money.
Oh, that's an interesting line.
Playing in the sand pits.
I think he was avoiding the...
What cut?
Oh, I hope that's not a hot lap.
No, Zach gained 4 seconds down. So.
Okay.
Carry on then. Goodness me. They're all communicating, they all talk to each other, they all let each other know, so you would hope that no one's getting in each other's way.
So
there's a couple of cars flying by.
I think the last person is Weatherburn, maybe, if he's on a flyer. Zach James is...
McLaren go past Ogold and then disappear.
Alright, Cam, let's break this down. Washed bad, yes. Dusted, making someone wash. From what I understand, dusting someone would be like getting a DRS toe and just like zooming past them on the straight line. I guess you could make the case that's making them washed.
I've never heard of dusted ever before until I came to chat.
You get dusted them on the straights. What are you talking about? You've
No.
never heard
Anyway,
that.
Zach Smith with that incredible time of a 19.4 takes pole. Dimitri Forrester P2, Zach James P3, Hongi Wang, as we expected, up in P4. Alex Bone, Cole Jackson, Jaden Chow, Mitch Weatherburn, Liam Murray, Jeremy Washington round up the top 10. Connor Kingston just outside, not by much. Robert Wenzel, Jacob Weatherburn, Juan Afik, Andre McLeod, Mark Neamy, Kenneth Ang, Ben Curtis, Sam Barrett, and Jerome Pass bring out the top, rather, all 20 of the cars.
Shows you how quick this tier is. Ben Curtis down there in P18. He won Tier 2 pretty comfortably last season, and P18 is all he can manage here in Tier 1. What a stacked tier. Quality drivers, really pacey. Love it. So there'll be 2 minutes now, a little gap for them to set their strategies and make sure Jeff doesn't put them on the hard tyre, because the hard tyre is no good here, especially in a 25% race, which I think we've got 2 of tonight. You don't want to be anywhere near the hard tyre. And Jeff has a tendency to say, here, have one of these. So they'll just be making sure that at least they've done all they can to keep that under their control. There'll be a few flicking through the
Codemasters gonna
Codemasters.
Codemasters.
Codemasters gonna Codemasters. Don't worry about that. Goodness me, don't get me started.
Did you wanna run down for chat? What happened to you for Tier 3? Prefer not to go into it.
Look, ever since the Jeddah update, Jeddah being a pretty fun track to drive just quietly, so, you know, hats off to Codemasters for making, well, they didn't create the track, I guess, but anyway, carry on. Ever since the Jeddah update, my game has crashed pretty consistently within sort of 2 laps of it. So I can sit in the menu for 45 minutes and it never crashed. So that was fine. I checked that. I've lowered all my graphics. I've done everything I can, but I am continuing to crash. So a little disappointing, especially when obviously I'm trying to host the race for Tier 3. As soon as I disconnect, then it tries to migrate the host, and then that causes problems for other people as well. They all start to, you know, desync, and the safety car comes out for no bloody reason and sits in the middle of the track. And so we restarted Tier 3 twice because of issues with the lobby and people, you know, teleporting all over the place. And so, yeah, it's a little disappointing. And especially because I love racing with the guys in Tier 3. The game is washed. My PC is definitely not cooked. I can run every other game.
Jesus Christ, what have we started?
We've got Neil saying wash, so we're in now. Don't worry about that. No, I can run every other game on ultra settings while having 3 other apps open in the background and a dancing girl on top. So it's nothing to do with my PC. It is just since the Jeddah update, there's obviously some line of code that's not happy somewhere. And it's, as I said, I wouldn't mind if it was just me and, you know, I had to reconnect as AI. But as I said, as soon as I disconnect, then the host starts to migrate and it causes problems for everyone else. So I just feel bad for everyone else. But we got 5 seconds to go here until the start of the race. Who's calling it?
You've got it, JC.
We haven't got any of the big dogs in here. So
You've got it.
We'll do
myself,
We've already done 2 apiece.
myself as the medium dog will call 3 lights and 4-5 red lights. Dimitri Forrester with a reasonable start. Everyone got a pretty good start, actually. They're all pretty even off the line down into turn 1 Monza. I'll tell you what, who sent it? Oh, goal around the outside. He's going to have a look into the Lewis Hamilton, Max Verstappen area, and he got an exit. Don't know whether he got Smithy, but everyone looks like they got through turn 1 and 2 pretty clean. There's a bit of an Alpine escapade down the back there. I think that's Torterra at the back there, who's had a reasonably poor start and may have made a little bit of debris, which has brought out the VSC, so they'll all slow down, file up. Ogold had a great start down into turn 1. Kenneth Ang, 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. That's unfortunate.
And one off fake as well.
I've got penalties.
Yeah, there's a couple of penalties stacking up already down there. Only managed to hold place in P4 as did Alex Bowen. But yeah, Zachary James is the mover as we go green again. He'll look for a run through Ascari and he will hunt down Zachary Smith. He's been looking for 2 wins in a row. Definitely getting his zing on tonight. What else? Any other movers? I can't see too much. Connor's had a great start. He's moved up a couple of spots. Mark Newman, I think, moved up one as well. On board with Alex Bowen as we come around the final corner. Yeah, so not as dramatic as it could have been down there in turn 1 and 2 for a Monza start, but still a little bit of an issue. Alex Bowen, nice and smooth through there. A great line, but really just lost a bit of traction on the exit there. And it's probably pulled away from him. Maybe gained a temp or 2 on him. Torterra and Jacob Weatherburn are the 2 who have pitted after the lap 1 incident. So might have been those 2 coming together at turn 1 causing a VSC.
By the way, I think we have to welcome our favourite Bender to commentary. Welcome.
Good evening.
Our favourite Bender would mean that there is more than one Bender, and there is not. There is only the one Bender.
Having multiple benders is a scary thought.
Too many facts for one day.
Bender, I don't know if you know what washed is, but I don't need that from you. I think you can. No, I don't need it. We can have at least one mature adult here, and Bender will be that man. I'll tell you what he did do this week, though. I don't know whether you want to bring this out yourself.
Jesus Christ.
You go, mate. You go.
I am so very pleased to announce that Bender performed 2, not just 1, 2 Malcolms this week. Not only did he perform the 2 Malcolms, he recorded them. He sent a message along with it for Ogold, and he also gave us a Bender fact mid-Malcolm, if you don't mind. And he therefore called out yourself, Neil. Nah, no bullshit, we will give you the video proof. We will give it to you. 2 of them, not just 1. He called out you, and he also called out Franco, and I'm calling out Cam Farmer because you're here. You blokes need to get your Malcolm on. Because our man Bender. Oh, Zach's wife! Never mind that. We'll get back to the Bender Malcolms. Goodness gracious, there's a couple of cars around back there.
Kyle Jackson's one of them.
Red Bull isn't moving. He's done well. He's waited. Unfortunately, he's got to wait, but he's done that for everyone to pass before he turns himself around.
Yes, man, Barry.
And there's a couple of others as well, so a bit of damage.
The other one is Sam Barrett, who's around. At Lesmo too.
A little bit of drama.
Still stuck there. Oh no, now he's moving.
So they'll have a recovery race to do. The medium is not the ideal tyre around here, but that's probably what they'll jump on for the last sort of 9 laps or so.
I've heard the soft tyre goes good for a while here, so I was thinking you see a lot of these guys stay on the softs way longer than you see them on the mediums.
I'm sorry, Kyle Jackson. Oh, that curb is for real. That's not bad from you, Frankie. I don't mind that.
Yeah, the tyre strat, particularly the sprint races, because the softs last so long, definitely worth spending as much time as you can on the softest compound. Naturally, that will be the faster one.
Yeah, you want to extend the softs as long as you can. Gold, getting a nice little bit of sucky behind Smithy.
Zach on Zach action.
There'll be plenty more.
Zach Smith.
Plenty more of that this season. Those 2 hot property.
God, this Zach Smith guy goes alright, doesn't he? Do you see the way he just goes through a Scottish cane there? It's just, he probably did it with his eyes shut as well and just pulled out a couple of tenths on Zach James. That was ridiculous. But here we go. Zach James right in the sucky, big in the suck zone. Coming right up alongside. He is having a look. Just didn't quite get his nose in enough to quantify the dive. Along we trot. Dimitri Forrester now only 3 tenths behind also.
Look at this train. Look at this train. They're all
It's
lining each other up.
Choo choo.
And this is where could be brave and pit first, but DRS, particularly around Monza, is worth at least half a second on that.
And is the undercut really going to be the thing to go? Especially with, they all know the medium tyre isn't ideal. The soft tyre is definitely the best tyre. So is the undercut going to be any good?
So if you're going from mediums to softs, I'd say yes, but the fact that they're all on softs and going to mediums, probably not for at least a couple more laps.
You can see some of these guys stay out all the way to lap 10 if their tyres are still feeling good.
No white boxes. Top
Absolute
five.
conga line. See up at the front,
There's a move here though.
around the outside.
If you don't
And he's got
mind.
it done. And
Never mind that. How about Dimitri's just gone bang? He has taken advantage of the drama. Smithy has lost out dramatically.
Been mugged.
Absolutely mugged on the street. Broad daylight. And he's...
Oh,
no! What's happening? Hong Yi's gone around. Smithy had a bit of an error there too, and he had to go through... Actually, he's lucky he did, because he would have ended up looking at Hong Yi the wrong way.
What happened, Drifter?
And the big beneficiary, O'Gold and Dimitri Forrester, have managed to pull out a DRS of Smithy. So those two, loving life up the front.
A little bit of damage too.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
I saw a little bit of carbon fibre.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, that's not the ideal line, so you wouldn't take
Yeah,
that.
he's missing.
He's definitely missing
front left-hand plate.
Yep, on that left-hand side. So does he probably pull into the pits now and get that over and done with, get himself on the mediums, get the fresh wing, and another recovery try for Smithy, unfortunately, this week.
Oh,
that was a
was
bit of-
Alex playing up there. You don't play. You don't mess around with the pit entry wall. Oh, dude.
I don't know if that was a bit of lag or what, but we all saw the same thing. It was a little bit funny looking.
was as the kids would say, he went for a devious lick. There you go, there's another one for you, Cameron.
Do I want to know what that is?
It means if you stole something.
What
Licking
is
is
the
like,
in a sentence?
give it to you in a sentence.
Yep.
I just
Connor
stole
Kingston
that.
has. He's up to P7.
He is up. And he has boxed.
Well, he just
He
jumped
slotted
on the guys.
right in. Yeah,
Can't
he's
issue,
jumped
yeah.
because he started outside the top 10, so he had free tyre choice. So he was on the mediums and he's boxed. Now he's on the soft, so he's in prime position here.
About time he got a good result. Who's that, Jacob Weatherburn out there having a little dance on the Pirelli grass? Just coating his tyres with a fresh lick of yellow paint. A devious lick one, not
See, he probably wants to do that because he's on the hards, and that's not the play.
No, it's not, is it? No. So, did I use devious lick in a sentence there for you? I think I got it wrong. Greenie, you might have to come in over the top.
I just stole this position. It was a devious lick.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
Used it as
well,
evidence.
I'm just an old angry man yelling at clouds. The cool kids these days having devious licks of things.
We're not cool.
Define cool kids, Bender, because at the moment, all I can see is some kids with their devious licks and they're washed and they're... What else is there? Rinsed and dusted.
Rinsed.
was
No,
one
the
that came up
Cam,
before.
I don't know where Cam got rinsed from. I might have to use it though. He got rinsed. I like that.
No, I like Franco's line in the chat. I'm gonna have to call up here. Hello, police. I'd like to report an assault. An assault on my ears.
How did Tier 3 end up, Franco and Bender? Give me a status report on race 2. How'd that go?
Oh, you have to ask Franco, mate. I can't tell you. Man,
Ooh, that sounds like a good result for Franco. I'm looking forward to hearing that. Tell me about it. He had a good result last week too, so a little bit out of his tier. Well, he's probably Tier 2 material, Franco. He's got the pace. A couple of good results in the last couple of weeks. So tell me what happened tonight, Franco. I'm interested to hear it. But while we're waiting, we'll watch Alex Bowen. That's a little bit wide there from Smithy again on the mediums. You can see how little grip there is, especially early on in the stint. Alex Bowen is hunting him down as he goes fastest with a purple 1:21.3. Letting Smithy know
all the way up in P3.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to close the gap to Aspect here.
Never mind the gap, he'll be happy with that result. He would just be trying to hold off Smithy now. He's not chasing down Dimitri. His whole goal here is to hold off Smithy.
yeah, I reckon he's fighting for that P3 there.
JC, we know Connor better than that. He will not be happy with P3. If he doesn't win by 10 seconds, he's probably still not happy.
He's moulding.
He'll find a way.
He's moulding.
No, in all seriousness, I think he'd be bloody happy with P3 if he can hold it together. Even P4, I don't think he'll be upset with, considering the results he's had already this season. He's had a couple of disappointing, probably self-errors, as well as obviously a couple other bits and pieces that have happened to him that are out of his control. So he'll be happy with P4. I don't think he'll be displeased with that. Alex Bowen has got the pace on Smithy. I don't know what Smithy's... I don't know whether he didn't fix his wing maybe in the pit stop. He just hasn't really had any pace since getting on those mediums. And Alex Bowen has made an excellent move.
Nah, there's
Bit of a switchback now, so the Parabolica.
Oh, Smithy's not done though. He's going to say, hang on a second, this is still on, but didn't get the exit. Bowen holds on. Nice work, Alex Bowen. That's a great move.
And Hong Yeve, Smith's car wasn't just right on the exit curve. Would have had the run around the outside of him. Just good positioning there from Smith to hold on to that position.
Well, I didn't see it, but Ben Curtis got in some sort of incident at the first chicane. He's lost 3 positions. That's sad for Diabols.
Yeah, unlucky Diabols. In his favourite car, the Haas.
Dimitri Forrester has just taken the lead.
My word, he has.
But one more DRS zone coming up, and only Jacob Weatherburn.
Yoda, unlucky.
There we go. Man, F and Zach James. We're a PG stream. With DRS, quite close enough. Although
Bit deep there for Forrester.
Dimitri? No, it's bad.
What?
Dimitri?
Right. I'm hearing you. I'm picking up what you're putting.
What a feat. 2.
He's got pace on his soft sets, right? And he's looking good. He's put it too, so he might be looking at maybe make some moves. I was trying to get up to P10, I reckon. Get that reverse grid pole. Get up there, one feet.
Full task to do in only 2 laps, has about 8 seconds or more worth of gap to P10, but anything can happen.
I was just going to say that Ogold fell off the back of Dimitri and was 7 tenths behind, but he's now 3 tenths. He's gained 4 tenths as soon as I made that thought in my mind. I don't know whether Dimitri made a little mistake somewhere. But Bowen, yeah, he has been quick, hasn't he? And he's got Connor in his sights now.
Still 2 laps to go. I mean, I was on the better tyre.
DRS though, he's got a good run. He's up nice and close. I think Alex Bowen will get that done.
Zach James here. We're not watching him, so we see Alex Bowen down the inside. Smithy lining up as well.
Oh, Alex didn't leave him a lot of room there, but both of them managed to stay out of each other's end plates.
Oh, how close was
Bloody,
flag there to getting past Smithy?
it's a game of inches.
We're going to go on the outside in the second chicane. That's bold. Oh, not
Oh.
much curb. Drift. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, that's a massive accident. You never like to see that. Speaking of moulding, goodness
Saw
gracious.
it coming.
Oh.
F in chat.
Oh, I'm not going to enter any voice comms tonight with that, man.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to have to hear all about that later. Oh, and Zach Smith, 3-second penalty.
Back on board with a battle for the lead here. I was going to say Zach James playing a dangerous game. He's going to pass Forrester into turn 1 on the last lap. He's saved up all his look at this. If he doesn't get it done, he could have thrown away the win. Speed differential.
Look at that.
He's got so
Massive
much
truck.
juice.
And he's still got plenty left to make sure this move is finished.
That was
Played that
very well managed from Zach James, saving up all that air. Here we go. Dimitri's only got 25%, while Zach James had up in the 70s. He's going to use all of that deployment with this lap.
I don't know if you can use a full 65% in a single lap. Now, what is the cap? There's a certain amount that you can use per lap, but I don't think 65.
Say like 45%.
So he's got plenty of it, but he might not be able to use it. Dimitri's certainly using all he is. He's down to 10 now. He's left himself none. And there's
Zach's got it. I mean, you can't really pass into the parabolica. Not a heavy enough braking zone. And it's too dragged to the line.
Dimitri's saving whatever he can for the exit of the parabolica, but yeah, as you said, Nico Gold, unless he makes a mistake here, which he hasn't, he's just going to bring it home for P1 goal. 2 in a row. He'll be very happy with himself for that. Dimitri, very nice race from you, mate. P2, nothing wrong with that. Alex Bowen doing some squigglies on his way to P3. He's having a bit of fun with it. Good on him. Smithy brings it home P4. Jeremy Washington, P5, followed by Robert Wenzel, Suma. He's had a good result here for P6. Mark Niemi, P7. Kenneth Ang, P8. Jaden Scher brings it home to P9. And no, hang on. I've made an error there. Liam Murray's P8.
Yeah, P10.
Jaden Scher will start on reverse grid pole. P10. Nice work. Line of feet.
Connor Kingston did not pit. He's still got no front wing. Holds on for 16th.
That's not a bad effort, considering how ugly that Mercedes is looking. He's done well.
Just wanted an extra straight line speed, less drag.
Oh, Hong Yi will be disappointed as well. Both of them looking really good up there in the top 5. Sam Barrett comes around in that beautiful looking AlphaTauri. Definitely the best looking car on the grid, without a doubt.
Well, Jacob Weatherburn, he finished last, but he also had the fastest lap, so a little bit of a consolation prize from there.
Nice. Does he get the point for that? Because he's outside the top 10? I know that's the F1 thing.
Yes.
He does. That's nice. Have a little point. Miami driver of the day. Oh, gold. 2 in a row. Take a bow, mate. Nice work. We'll be adding that to his already stacked cabinet.
Do you think these guys will get fined for improper spraying of champagne?
Is that a thing?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yes,
I don't know.
Has that ever been a thing?
Yeah, it was a thing. I can't remember if it was at Brazil.
Brazil. Yeah, it was Brazil.
Yeah.
Improper spraying.
Yeah, they got fined. I think it was like €30,000 or something. Pretty
Yeah,
funny.
but how do you improperly spray it? Like, what did they do?
Who knows, mate? It looked just the same as any other podium. I couldn't tell you what was.
Let me find the
inappropriate about
steward's
it.
decision.
The Brazilian government came in over the top and said, no, we'll have none of that.
Oh, results. Zach James picking up the win. Dimitri Forrester into P2. Bone P3, followed by Zach Smith, Washington, Robert Wenzel, Mark, Liam, Kenneth, Jaden, Wanafeek, Ben Curtis, Diabols, Jerome Paz, Mitch Weatherburn, Kyle Jackson, Connor Kingston with still no front wing, we're hearing, Andre McLeod, Hong Yi, Sam Barrett, and Weatherburn. I think that was the last one. Too busy focusing on the improper spraying of champagne. But that is me done. It was a pleasure, gents. Chat, a pleasure.
Great effort from you, Greenie. Always a pleasure.
Thanks for joining
Alright.
us, Greenie. Catch you next
Catch
time.
you guys around.
Well, now that washed commentator has left us, we don't need to use that kind of language anymore, and we can actually return some form of professionalism to the stream. So I'm looking forward to that.
We might take a break now, though, whilst we wait for the grid to be set for race 2. We are back, ready for race 2. Final race of this evening's procession, I suppose that's what you call it.
Another dry race.
Thankfully.
Race 2, best race. I've just been advised of your exceptional performance in race 2, Franco. Congratulations, mate. Your pace has been there and will continue to show. I reckon you're a little bit out of place in Tier 3, but very happy to have you, mate. Clean and respectful as always, and a deserved result. Nice work.
Yes, so we're talking about the Malcolms in the chat.
Well, now that Greeny's left us, we are all Malcolm enthusiasts at a minimum. I don't know what the level is for 2 Malcolms. They should separate you as a Malcolm enthusiast. That's a Malcolm and it's a little bit more than enthusiast. That's committed. Malcolm committed. I don't know. Anyway, but no, very pleasing from you, mate. Very, very good effort. And we have it recorded. So if anyone needs to see it to get theirs done, lung issues aside, it's just one. Surely.
But I reckon Mullet could do one.
Surely he can do.
Does he know what a Malcolm is? I reckon he could do
No,
one.
he does know what it is.
He could walk it, I reckon.
Yep, you could walk it. Absolutely no problems
Here
with
we
that.
go. Lights going. 3,
Cheers, Panda.
4, 5 lights. Here we go.
5 red lights.
See, look at the race director, and we're off and away. Jaden Cheer starts from pole, but I reckon Kenneth's got a better start on the inside in the Ferrari.
Oh, reverse grid Tier 1.
And Murray's looking through, racing behind. And on the inside, is he going to have a look? No. 3 wide in the midfield. That's never good.
Pretty clean
They
there.
get through cleanly though. But someone's off in the gravel. But no yellow flags. So
I'll
we're
tell you
away.
what, clean as it could have been. Nice work, Tier 1.
Yeah, perfect start from Kenneth. He's got the jump on Jaden, although something's still battling to turn 3 and 4. But this 4, 3 wide.
Oh, a little bit of contact here now.
Just managed to pull it up in time. Hopefully, if you guys haven't damaged their front wing, otherwise that's an extra 5 seconds to stop. Tired choices soon. That'll be interesting to see the strategy. But clean so far.
Now, remind me, in this race, they all get free
tyre choice.
tyres, don't they? So there is some interesting strategy at play here.
Oh,
big crash.
That's a wing. That's a dead Alfa Romeo.
Safety, virtual safety car. Oh, I reckon he'll pile in. Pile in the pits.
Liam,
Liam Murray.
unlucky, mate. F in chat for Liam Murray. That's a big death.
Probably everyone's pitting. No, Kenneth's not pitting. Jaden's pitting. No.
Oh, he tries to do the Kimmy.
What?
Tries to do the Kimmy.
All these guys in the pits now. VSC needs to end for these guys to get their advantage of staying out. Not sure when it will end though. I reckon it's been long enough that people in the pits have made up enough time now, I reckon.
11 cars have stopped.
Pitting probably was the right call, but they're leaving the pit lane now by the looks of it.
Yep.
Surprised that was only a virtual though. That was a big crash in Scary. This virtual's been going a long time.
Yeah, those that pitted onto softs, I think, have done well. Those that pitted onto mediums, I think, maybe could have stayed on their softs.
Oh, Connor Kingston.
No.
Heading up with VSC.
Goodness gracious, how do you play?
Jacob Weatherburn, I'm going to say the same thing. He's got a penalty as well.
I'm going to say Codemasters things and give those guys the benefit.
Yeah.
Both big teams.
Oh,
So, it's really interesting. We've got a race within a race now. Those who didn't pit versus those who did. I'm not sure why those who started on the medium, like Jaden, didn't pit. to the
Yeah,
soft.
get off them. Yep. But because it's a VSC, maybe they just didn't think the VSC would go long enough and they'd lose too much out of it.
It was a very, very
It
long
was a
VSC.
long VSC, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, right, it
Able.
wasn't an actual safety car, considering it was a DNF in a high-speed part of the course. So, nice little run here from Mitch up the inside of Ben. looks like he'll get that done pretty comfortably, but we've seen plenty of people bite back into this little turn 2 section, but no, Ben just doesn't have the traction there, unfortunately, so Mitchell will have that position. So look at these two up the front here, Kenneth and Mark. A little bit out of position for themselves. They'll be enjoying their time up the front as long as possible. Jaden Chia, who started on pole, has been overtaken by the soft runners, which is not that much of a surprise. He wasn't too disappointed. He'll set it into his mediums and hope he can find some pace and maybe stay within DRS once that opens up and stay in those mediums for a little while. Like nice fresh softs for the end of the race.
And a thing on debut, by the way.
Is it really? Straight into tier 1. Crap. Get in there. Who knows?
And he is leading, although he's just been overtaken by Mark Nemi.
No.
Spoke too soon.
That's not much of commentators.
Yeah, he didn't bin it, so that's fine. He played it. So Mark puts in the fastest lap after overtaking Kenneth, so he's pretty happy with that little purple one. That's not a send, surely not. No, he's held on. Thought he was gonna, but he didn't. Nice work from Kenneth. Alex Bowen replies with his purple lap down there in P9 on his soft tyres. He's got a long gap up to Andres. He's got plenty of space to make those fastest laps. Count. Well, the Wenzel doing very well, Suma, after a couple of unfortunate, I think he had a couple of DNFs in the last couple of races. He's up there in P4 after a good result in race 1 as well, so he's having a good night. Here it comes up.
Big speed, he'll be happy. Love to see it. And DRS, a little look, not close enough though. Just wonder if these guys are losing time battling to those that pitted behind already.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of spread from 5th down to 8. So it's the pit stop for Alex Bone, for example. At the end of that VSM, we've got a Jaden Chair ducking in.
Oh, this will be good. This will be, see where he comes out. I reckon he'll come out around P14, P15.
Good pit stop there from the Williams crew.
Smith.
He's going to come out ahead of Washington. All right. Yellow flag sector 3. Sam Barrett crashed at Mollica. So,
Moving
leaders, they'll come out around where Jaden is now, P12, P11. So I reckon they're battling for the tail end of the top 10. So Alex Bung could be the backdoor race leader here.
Yeah, not wrong. Looking very nice, but you have Smithy behind him. He'll be breathing fire after that race 1. He'll want to win. Of course he wants to win, but he needs to. He's got to make up some points to those in front.
You're getting a little crackly there, Mike James. Or is that just me hearing a little bit of static or something going around? Just to see Kenneth lining up near me here.
Alright, how about that? Made some adjustments to the positioning of my microphone, and you may be able to confirm whether or not that has resolved the issue.
It sounds better now. See, someone I think Smithy's got the fastest lap there, but I mean, just holding off. As they went side by side around Curva Grande.
So Zach Smith has got past Alex Bone, by the way. That only just happened in the chicane. Bit after. So Zach Smith at the moment would be our adjusted leader.
Oh, here we go.
Bang back up the
Down
inside.
What a move. Into a Ascari. You don't see that very often.
Bang, bang.
Look at this
Saw one in
Wenzel.
tier 2. Tom Malone went around the outside off the left hand of Ascari,
That's
kept it on the
great.
inside and took position. Oh, Wenzel ducks in now.
He did, yeah. So, Jaden Chair pick up 3-second penalty. Niemi with DRS retakes the lead. Oh, Kenneth. Oh, no. Oh, how was he pulled
how is
that
he
up?
get that
How
out
is
of
he
the
chucked
side
out the
pod?
engine?
It's not the
Look at the
first
amount
time
of
he's
juice he's got too.
Right, Jack Weatherburn, he's got 3 seconds now as well. Right, Wenzel's come out in the 11. Oh, one.
Oh, keep it out of the wall.
Just trying to keep out the fence
Yeah,
there.
okay.
Nice little 360 as everyone's picking up penalties now. So McLeod's got 3 seconds as well. Meanwhile, man, Ben Curtis, look at him. He's just crept up there quietly up to P4. Minding his own business.
On the mediums too, so he'll have the softs. Nice, fresh softs for the end of this race. I'll be happy with that. Fresh softs, low fuel. Probably get some moves done. And maybe pick up a few more spots on Juan and Kenneth and Mark. Speaking of Kenneth and Mark, Kenneth again down the inside of Mark and just thinks better of it. But you're right, how he gets on the anchors there and keeps it out of the side of Mark is pretty impressive. Mark probably giving him a little bit of extra space. And neither of them DNFing each other, which is, you love to see it. They're good close battles. We love to see cars racing against each other, and they're doing pretty well, those two.
Alex Bone must have used all of his juice to get up past Zach Smith once again. 13%.
Oh, get on the grass, Kenneth. Yeah, he's
Oh,
pretty aggressive into a place where you're probably not going to make many moves through there. He used all of the track and some to make a potential move there, and probably cost him too much time. So there's a fair way back here. He's going to get the DRS though. The DRS is super strong. So, oh, they're both pitting. They're both pitting at the same time.
Did he slow it down?
Yeah, I don't
Did he slow
know.
it down? I reckon he did. Popped up with a penalty flag next to his name.
Certainly using every inch of rubber onto that tyre in the pits there.
So people in the chat saying Kenneth was pretty big in the last game. So there you go. So let's go a bit of pace.
Neil coming in over the top saying that's a different Kenneth. So,
Oh, well, there you go. New messages.
so good effort, Tommy, but you've been slapped down. Get your facts right. Kenneth Course 2 is indeed a very quick man.
so
See?
That's the
Hong
one.
Yi Wang. Hong Yi Wang's one out here.
He's got past.
So actually get right in the middle of them. So that's a good result. Getting early, sitting in the DRS train. What was it?
Big winner of all this though, because Jaden Chair was behind these guys. He hit 3 laps ago. Obviously he got the mediums soft, so he's now 4 seconds up the road. It's up a 3 second penalty, so he could lose out on the end of the race, but track position and being out of DRS range, it's worth it, I reckon. Inch Weatherburn on Rob Wenzel there to Parabolica. Nice move, you don't normally see that. That's the fastest lap as well, Weatherburn. Jeez.
He's fanging.
Yeah, this though. 3 in a row.
Turn one's not going to do it. Please don't commit to that. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, no. So the Ferrari got right up on top of the curb there, and there's no traction up on those curves. Sorry. I really understand in the house. How the hell they all got through there is absolutely beyond me, because that was, yeah, goodness gracious.
The wise words of Martin Brundle. You don't have a lot of downforce when you're in the air.
A nice spicy little battle here. Back into the top 10.
It's not over either. DRS, Weatherburn and Wenzel do as well. I think Weatherburn's probably the best position. He's on fresh softs and he's flying.
Amazing how quick these races go. A little break in between just makes for so much more excitement. I reckon. These little 25% races,
Look at this.
they're spicy.
Oh,
no, Hong Yi again, no! Hong Yi for the second race in a row has gone round, unfortunately, and Mitch has just said hello to his side pod, straight in the pits for both of them. Hong Yi has decided against it. He has, at the last second, balked at the pits and said, no, I'll carry on.
In, and then he stays out.
Yeah, a bit of a Kimi Raikkonen there, and told his pit crew to get stuffed and kept going.
Lewis Hamilton in Germany, but Jeremy Washington, he's laughing because he's passed Rob Wenzel there on the exit of turn 2.
Helio chicane.
We've had a race winner into chat. Hello, Pingu. Congratulations on your P1 tonight, mate. Very good from you. So that is both Pingu and Franco making the
Did you guys just see that? Was that a bit of lag, or am I just imagining? Zach
Did
Smith
you
was, like,
just see a
heading-
car dive off into the side of the road? Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Good. Glad we saw the same thing.
Yep. So, I mean, still on the road and still hunting down Alex Bowen. So we'll carry on. And we didn't see it.
Quick shout out to Tommy3457 for becoming a sponsor. Much appreciated.
Nice work from you, Tommy. Putting your money where your mouth is. That's good from you. Alex Bowen holding off Zach Smith with 2 laps to go. But as I said earlier, Smithy will be hunting for P1. He needs the points to really sort out what has happened in the championship so far this season. Although Hong Yi has obviously had a pretty dreadful night in both races, so he's going to drop a fair bag. But he does have Ogold in 3rd position behind him, so he doesn't have many points to pick up on him, but all of them will count as we go into the end of the season. Ogold has showed that he's got the pace to contest for this championship, and Smithy isn't going to walk away with it. But he will want to say, hey, I'm not done yet. He's got a really nice run here on Alex.
Moves to turn 1 now. He's just sitting in the slipstream.
Going to do it here.
40% battery, 50% battery.
Thank you, Deckers.
Council sponsor, thank you very much.
Much love to you, mate.
Deploy it all now. DRS, wide open.
Bang, look at that. Just walks past him.
Forward.
Yep. Alex doesn't even try to defend or do anything silly. He just says,
No,
I think that'll probably do it, won't it? Blacksmith will take a win here.
should do. Barring a mistake. If Alex can stay close, using his errs though, I was going to say if he can stay close and charge a bit up, might be able to have a look into the Ascari chicane, but that's probably about it.
back here, this little battle pack continues to throw up some spiciness, but we'll jump back on board with Alex Bowen and watch this last lap between these two. Alex, another one who hasn't had the greatest of seasons so far, so he'll be happy with his little P2 here, but he could love a race win. And he'll pull every trick out of the book. Nice little run through Ascari, but Smithy had a nice run too. Oh, never mind. Owen had a big snap-on exit. managed to keep it out of the wall, which we saw him in qualifying, had a couple of entrances into the barrier there. So he managed to keep that one out, and he will pick up points for P2. So nice work, Zach Smith, P1, Alex Bowen, P2. Smithy demonstrating his slalom skills. Nice work. And that looks like the Red Bull has had a bit of a
crash to Sky. So Jaden Cheer, I guess the front runner of those who didn't pit, managed to finish P5. Didn't really work out for himself, Kenneth and Mark, plus others who stayed out, compared to those who could run the VSC.
Yeah, good call early on from Neil and yourself, who said that that was a pretty smart pit stop, and it has come to fruition. Those boys picking up good points. We'll watch Sam Barrett coming around Ascari now. He will be P17 with Hong Yi and his disappointing Lily trip.
So for the second race in a row, the person who finishes last gets the fastest lap.
How about that? Nice
The bender pack for you.
Ogol, driver of the day. Yep, I'll pay that in my book. I thought Smithy did pretty well too, though, just quietly. And that's also getting dance of the day in mine. That's about the best I can pull out, so nice work from you, Smithy. Bit of unnecessary champagne spraying later, and these boys will celebrate their podiums. Tom, please do us the honours of calling out results for race 2.
Yep, Zach Smith takes the win. Alex Bones, Zach James on the podium. Dimitri Forrester, Jaden Shea, Kenneth Ang, Mark Neamy, Robert Wenzel, Kyle Jackson, Juan Afik. That's the top 10. Ben Curtis, Jeremy Washington, Jerome Pass, Jacob Weatherburn, Andre McLeod, Mitch Weatherburn, Sam Barrett, Hong Yi Wang, Connor Kingston is the final of our finishers, who takes fastest lap as well. Quite a few penalties there. Not as many as I thought, but a couple of drive-throughs, speeding under VSC. Sam Barrett had a front wing change.
It's nice that it shows you any repairs now.
Connor saying in chat he got a drive-through without a delta. Very unlucky, mate. But that'll do us for another round of F1 Legend Series. Thank you to Greenie, JC, and Bender for your attendance tonight.
Ryan Green, not bad from you. Thank you, Bender. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
We'll be back next week. Back to regular 50% races at the favourite track of ours, Singapore.
Ooh, always spicy races at Singapore. Walls everywhere. Looking forward to that one.
Very spicy.
I'm secretly hoping Singapore would be a 100% race.
That is as exhausting as I can imagine this game being.
Maybe, I just want the world to burn. I don't know, but I think 2-hour race, rain. Oh, that would have been amazing.
Goodness gracious!
You just know if it was 100% Singapore, it would rain.
What is wrong with you? I'm all for rain, but that's get out. That's devilish, absolutely devilish from you.
Rain in Singapore. Let's have it.
I'm glad that's not the case. Thanks for the washed entertainment tonight, lads. I will see you next week.
Thanks, everyone. That's going to
catch you, fellas.
Wrap it up for us tonight. See you again soon.